I couldn't talk, and I would try to verbalize things, and it was just like I had no voice.
This was the second time in 2 months that Stan Lander felt this strange sensation.
I asked him a question and he didn't answer, and so I looked at him and asked again and didn't respond.
This time he listened to his wife Alita and went to his doctor, who sent him for an MRI. It revealed a mass on his brain.
We were just praying, Lord, whatever this is, we give it to you. We know that you're the healer.
The couple had no idea just how much he would need God's healing. After more testing, doctors concluded Stan had a malignant brain tumor known as primary CNS lymphoma. It was rare and, in Stan's case, inoperable.
It was a death sentence. Yeah, when he said you're looking at, 3 to 6 months. I was thinking, is this really my life? This isn't the script, that I've been living. This isn't the way that things are going to end. They're not going to.
There's a lot of fear that wants to grip. You can't go there. You just can't. It's like, okay, how are we going to do this? And we really said, God is our only hope. There is no other option.
That Sunday in church, the Landers asked for prayer.
You go back and you recount those testimonies where God's come through. So even in the midst of that dire prognosis, we knew that God was still for us and He had a plan for our life.
Later, they went for a second opinion with respected Seattle neurosurgeon known in the community as Dr. Lau. But the report was the same.
I agree with the first neurosurgeon that this most likely was tumor or cancer. And I say that from neurosurgical point of view, we cannot do anything much.
Dr. Lau is also a pastor.
So the only option left is to believe in the miracle that God can heal him.
He said, can I pray for you? I've never had a doctor pray for me before. And here Dr. Lau was praying for me. I felt the healing of his prayers that night.
By now, it had been 7 weeks since the first MRI, and as a matter of protocol, Dr. Lau ordered another. Everyone the couple knew, including Dr. Lau's church, continued praying for a miracle.
From the human point of view, it's hopeless, but we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith.
The Lord is giving you a spirit of praise for that.
Then a week before the follow-up MRI, Stan and Alita were watching the 700 Club.
And taking away that heaviness.
There's someone else. You've been diagnosed with a brain tumor. It's not a question of whether you have it or not. It's there. You question whether God can heal such a thing. Today, God is setting you free. He's totally healing that tumor. It'll just disappear.
We look at each other and go, that's for me. And it was more than icing on the cake. It was like that seal that it's a done deal.
So it was just a confirmation that, yes, you don't need to worry.
It just contributed to our hope and faith. Yeah.
Supported by prayers and hearts full of hope, Stan went for his MRI. A week later, they met with Dr. Lau for the results.
There was a sense that this is the MRI that counts. This is one that's gonna tell the story, one way or another.
This is the one that when you see the picture, your jaw drops.
Dr. Lau came in and said, there's a hole in the brain where the tumor was. There's a hole in the brain.
You saw the white stuff here. It's all gone, become a cavity.
Isn't a hole in the brain still a bad thing? And he says, no, it's scar tissue. It's gone. It's completely gone.
I wanted to shout it from the rooftops and tell everybody in sight, God heals. He'd performed a miracle.
We just were laughing and crying, and it was a fabulous moment.
Ever since that day in November 2014, Stan has been the picture of health, with no signs or symptoms of brain cancer.
I have seen so many supernatural healings in my life. So that's why I believe.
It just leaves me in awe of God's goodness, of His love for us. I have learned that not to hesitate to pray for people because God just might heal them, and there's a good possibility of it.
God is so faithful. He's just so faithful.